Hello, everyone, and this is going to be Looking for Gold Scrims round 3, first match of the round. It's going to be the top two teams in the tournament right now, Sinister 6 versus Topaz Titans, and I am joined again with Thomas. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me. Very interested to see this matchup. Couldn't miss this one. Two top teams. I believe
Yeah,
I've
definitely.
played against the Topaz Titans. They played a lot of ball stuff when we played against them. Sinister 6 preferring the brawl pretty heavily. It'll be interesting to see those two kind of styles battle it out.
Oh, indeed, yeah, and despite, Sinister 6 really preferring that brawl, they also showed, like, they can play some far. That Clockwork's insane, although, now that I'm looking at their list right now, I
Yeah,
don't
they
see
actually do not have
Clockworks on the
clockwork.
list. This is potentially a fatal mistake from Sinister Six, as they need these hard carry. I mean, they do still have Kazi. Kazi's actually just cracked
That
at
is
his
true.
mind. Kazi's insane. All right, we'll see how this goes. Very interesting. We're seeing the standard list from Topaz Titans, as far as I'm aware. These names all look familiar to me, at least.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'll take your word for it. I believe we have some calls for Overwatch 2 in the chat.
And that is not going to happen, unfortunately.
Just Overwatch 1 so far, but
Yeah,
one can dream. One can dream.
one indeed
Yeah, we'll
can
have, we'll
dream.
have one tank hang out and spawn, and then we'll have a nice little 5v5 going on.
There you go. Dang.
uh, we are R.
Like, we're already taking a look at the map pool here. We are going to go with Nepal. We've only had one feature match so far with Elios, so we're just back to our roots, just going straight back to Nepal here. Um, Also, I'm sorry for the
Nice little
train.
train.
Little train in the background there.
Alrighty. We have your favorite Nepal starting map. We will see a lot. You can
Yeah.
I've seen pretty much everything played on this map. I think ball stuff works good. Double shield pretty strong. I've seen brawl work. Brawl's really strong. If you can win the fight, then kind of holding the opponent's doors, kind of a strong choke there. So it really you can kind of make whatever you want work on this map. So we'll see what they opt to go for here.
Absolutely. And yeah, sometimes train's going to come out, and it's going to happen today because it's been really hot here lately, and today's actually kind of a nice day. I got to keep these windows open. So, and I live in a town with a train in it, so it's probably going to go. You're going to hear probably a train maybe like
Looks like we
two or
got
three times
double
potentially.
shield coming out on both sides here, with Pharah versus the Echo version, both rocking the Ash.
Yeah.
Lucio in the double shield, a little interesting. We'll see if he speed boosts into the
That
spot,
is
perhaps.
okay. Comes right. Oh, he's just doing a
Yeah,
speed boost out the
alright. Just
spawn,
the
and
speed
then
boost out of
yeah.
spawn. Speed boost out of
Yep.
spawn. No Symmetra on either side, which you sometimes see for the TP. Both teams sort of poking here. Dynamite catches a few. Oh, Critic finding the big kick on killing the Robo here. Oh, and the boop onto the Sigma.
Oh my
Ash
god.
able to stay on by using the coach gun, but Critic finding two here early.
Critic
And
just
it
really pick up
looks
the
like
slack of not having clockworks today. I mean, just
yeah,
like who needs clockworks and you got
Topaz
Critic?
Titans forced to retreat. Critic looking good on the far. Now this is the choke that teams sometimes really struggle to get through here. So you get the strong spam coming in from both sides.
It's really gonna be
Kind
rub a
of hard
dub.
to walk in here.
You can get the hands up, they can walk through. They didn't actually pressure that
Poking
choke
out
too much.
we have the Echo versus Farah Mercy. Both teams kind of poking on the right here. Zeke finds his counterpart All-Star on the Ash. The Echo and the Farah fighting in the sky. Echo finds the better of the Mercy here. Looks like looking to finish off Critic. And NT Blackout falling weak to the Echo. Echo gets 3 this fight, allowing the rest of the team to kind of advance here. Gonna be finishing off the Sigma and flipping over the point.
That is huge. Good business there. So they were able to get past that, and they're not like too far down. In fact, it's about equal in ult advantage right now. And so let's see if they put more spam against the choke than Sinister 6 put against Topaz Titans.
Robo coming out there and sort of a little flank, able to catch out a few. Oh, and All-Star pushing ahead of his tanks a little bit, getting caught out there. Critic using the jump jet, but not finding much space in the air. Going to be finished off. The Mercy busy rezzing the Cassidy there. The window going to force the Sinister 6 just to back all the way out. They're looking to aggress on the right side. Oh, find the flash into the Mercy. Oh my gosh, she falls very, very low, but able to get out there. just by the skin of her teeth.
Adaptive circuits
The
engaged.
Sigma duplicate coming in.
Sigma.
Other team Sigma falling weak. Belk coming out on the side of the Topaz Titans.
Lots of ults coming online now, though.
Side. Some trades coming in.
Both
On
superchargers.
both sides. Still just a lot of poke going on here. No one able to quite find these confirms. Sigma all coming in, only going to catch the other Sigma. Oh, and he's rocked out of it. Oh, but not before it gets off. Still finding a little bit of value there.
Risa just falls off the map.
Falls off the map.
Oh my god, Kazi, no. What the hell?
And I think they're
Oh, I think they just call for a
quick reset.
Yeah, I think they just call for reset. No way, that can't be
I'm
real.
not sure what happened to Kazi. Maybe just kind of lost himself there. Maybe he was looking to dodge the pull. He's going to be swapping onto the ball here. Because this is getting dangerously high in percentage for the Sinister Six. They need to find something here.
We're gonna go with the narrative that was planned. Definitely, 100%.
Looking for the barrage. Kazi threatening point. Sinister Six very split here. Move falling early, no res available, as it is the Mercy. Bob's gonna be guarding points a little bit. Almost moved off the map by Kazi, but doesn't quite get it. They gotta get a touch here.
It's a big window.
Sinister 6 kind of just in no man's land. Using a lot of ults here though. Nano Flux and High Noon. See if they'll be able to turn it with that. Oh, Xenak booped
Huge
off.
boop.
Sorry, excuse me, Rub the Dub booped off by Kazi. And it looks like Sinister 6 able to take that. Did cost them quite a bit though. But honestly, on both sides, not very many ults built up. So kind of a neutral fight, other than the barrage from the side of Sinister 6 coming in here.
Indeed, I think a lot of ults used there in the end, and I think this ball switch has been actually huge. These boot values coming from Kazi, I think, have given them a little bit of the edge that they needed there to break through.
I think it seemed like the Topaz Titans were a little worried about the ball kind of poking on point there, and he was able to distract the Sigma and stuff walking on point, just able to draw that attention, which ball does so well.
Insane.
Oh, and he just finds the quick pick on the Baptiste, following up on the Far Rocket. Just poke coming in from both sides. We'll see if they elect to just leave here. Oh, they kind of have the ball caught out. Big pull.
Massive
nice
pull there.
Kind of evens the fight here. Now a 5v5.
But it's got a barrage coming through too.
First. Barrage might make it a little tricky to push through these chokes. Got to be very careful of it without the D.Va. Velk popped on the side of the Topaz Titans. Still just very slow poke from both sides here. The dupe on the Sigma. Xenak falling low on the point. We'll see if they're able to finish him here. Oh, slept up and booped off the map!
That's massive.
Crazy play by NT Blackout and Critic combined.
It's 99 both sides.
They can be able to touch. Rub it up desperately trying to get to the point. Oh, just barely touches at the end there. Stunned out of Flux. High Noon comes in. Barrage comes in. But actually, still kind of even here. But it looks like Sinister 6 able to clean that up. I mean, I think you just have to look at that sleep by NT Blackout into the boot by Critic. I mean, absolutely round changing there.
It is. It really is. And what we're looking at here is a very close first little game. And I'm hoping we're going to get this for the rest of the round. I mean, this looks like it's going to be really close. Really back and forth there. Point flipped over for both sides multiple times. Both teams showing that they know how to play that map pretty well. And now this is a very different map. And one of the reasons we chose Nepal is because this map really lets you sort of like flex your ability to change comps and figure out something else for each map. Like with both teams here, they're both going to play Symmetra, May, Brawl, mirrored comp both sides. Let's see how they each decide to do it. Now we're getting a teleport through the faster route. Actually,
looks like Topaz Titans are going to get their first. Both kind of brawling. Oh, but they just kind of back off a little bit, letting Sinister 6 walk in the point. It looks like they had gotten there a little bit.
Yeah,
early.
I think they got there first, but
the
didn't take advantage of it. Yeah.
I'd give Sinister 6 a big advantage with the Symmetra here. Much harder to push into the Symmetra like we saw last week.
Yep.
Both teams
Point of lots in 3.
their time, but Sinister 6 doesn't have to do anything here. They get free cap. It's the Topaz Titans who need to advance. Getting some swings onto Kazi here. Wall not going to quite find anyone. Trading out some cooldowns here. Critic falls to Zeke. Could give them the opening they need here. Topaz Titans looking to advance on it. Oh, a really early window, and Strike's going to catch Blackout.
Insane, actually.
Shield goes down from Kazi, and he's froze up.
Big shatter. Finishes this off.
Goes down there. Really patient play, really smart play from both sides there. I mean, Critic falling early to Zeke was really crucial there. It gave them the space they needed to kind of walk in there. And then really, really smart play from the Topaz Titans, just kind of biding their time, using the advantages when they come on, like that
Yeah.
Reinhardt falling, you open up the shatter. Really, really smart play from both sides.
I loved seeing that little soft stabilize. As soon as they got the kill, they didn't just immediately speed in. They backed up, gathered their cooldowns, and then went back in together. And that was awesome. They built
Very
that little
patient
window
play,
fire
very
strike there.
patient play.
Big TP to the top.
Teleporter on top. Let's see where they're looking to drop here. Looking to drop down. Shatter not going to catch anything.
Kazi naming just a little bit.
Walls off blue. Blizzard's going to come in. Beat to try and counter it. Catches a few. We'll see. Oh, another Blizzard. Counter Blizzard coming in. Very messy fight. Can go either way right now. And it looks like
Sinister 6, or Topaz is going to be able to pull this off. Yeah.
a lot of ults used there on both sides. I mean, I believe
Cleaning
that
up the board a little bit
was
there.
4 apiece.
Yeah. But Topaz came out on top and kept ult advantage, actually. So
NT Blackout hiding on top. Doing a
not
little
sure what
sneaky.
the necessity is
Looking
of
to
that.
regroup with his team. We'll see. They haven't used the teleporter yet. So we'll see if they try and use it a little cheeky. Maybe try and teleport to the backside. Do something interesting here. Now, again, very hard to push in this enemy Symmetra if you're not able to kind of find a pick here first. Both sides poking. Kazi now advancing, but the Symmetra turret's pestering. The window, just pushing into that window so hard. D.Va a little late on the Matrix there and not able to eat that Fire Strike. And that just gives Topaz Titans free reign.
Really interesting to see Kazi kind of just walk way ahead of his team, really deep in there. His team didn't really follow him, and also like no Maywall came up either behind him, which is interesting to see.
I want to highlight real quick, the Topaz Titans did a great job of kind of giving that space, letting them walk on the point, knowing that they get the poke advantage then.
They know what the win condition
They kind
is.
of have to come to them. Now they're going to come in late for the recontest. Maybe a wall here might shut it down. Oh, a shatter! Are they going to be able to touch? They don't touch! The beautiful shatter there, but the water just denies the touch. Really, really smart shatter there. I mean, knowing that they have to go fast to try and touch there, really smart shatter to just deny that overall. And now we're at 1-1.
Love the FNAF moment. The jump scare.
Now completely different comps coming out on both sides here.
As I expect.
Looking at the Topaz Titans looking to bust out the ball comp, and we're seeing some 6-man on the side of Sinister 6. Both sides gonna Symmetra TP out, it appears. Smart, very, very good to do on control here.
5, 4,
and we'll see, it'll be interesting to see how the Sinister 6 are able to use the 6-man. Not a lot of good walking targets other than maybe the Sigma. Kind of hard to get onto anyone else on the team.
They do have that Sombra for the ball, though. The Sombra is going to open up targets, I think. We'll see.
Sombra looking to get the hack on ball. No, very patient play from the Sombra. Now the 6-man gets control of the point for us, but a big slam there, and quickly followed up by some good stickies. Now the Topaz Titans with the advantage here. Now this is what I was talking about. 6-man just has a hard time walking on anyone here. They're very disjointed, trying to go on the ball, but ball's a hard target to finish off. They do manage to catch him. But it looks like the Topaz Titans are just able to finish them off with this sort of dive composition.
Yeah, when the first pick is going to be the pick on Critic there with the Sombra. I mean, that Sombra, I think, is the key piece to opening up, like, walkable targets. And so that is a key piece to, like, get your first pick on for Topaz Titans, kind of enabling that fight to be a little bit easier than what these following fights might be like.
Now, see, the key here for Sinister 6 is going to be coming in without taking a lot of damage. They're taking this coast route here, and they want to walk onto the Sigma here. They don't see the ball behind. Winston walking out, but Bubble already down. He's going to commit anyway. Very dangerous position to be in if you're Kazi. He does manage to kind of back out and stabilize. See, the 6-man is just all split out. They're not able to walk on just one person. If you're playing 6-man, that's really what you want to do. Duplicate doesn't find much value. Ball gonna come in and slam. Gonna catch a few. Pulse Bomb came in but didn't catch anyone. Now Mines come in. Oh, but a big Blossom able to catch 3 here.
Wow.
I think if you look at that there, it seemed like Topaz Titans has the advantage with this comp.
Yeah.
And in those long fights, they have the kind of pick-off potential to get it, but they weren't able to quite find anyone. Tried to use the Pulse Bomb, tried to use the Duplicate to open it up. And then after all that failed, the Blossom just able to kind of catch them a little grouped up.
Indeed, and without the D.Va, it is a little bit harder to counter this Blossom. And it's not that they don't have counters, it's just they have to be very ready for it. This Primal could really hold for a long time.
Very messy fight here. Team's a little grouped up, sleeping on the Winston, immediately woken up. D.Va remeked. Ball just looking to be a menace, hacked up in the back line. He's nanoed, but he's hacked, can't go in.
That's unfortunate.
Coalescence coming out. Very hectic fight, but now Six Man's they're looking to walk on this.
With some key pieces down, though. I mean, 6-man down, their healers at the moment. They're just trying to hold at this point as long as possible. D.Va's demacked here, and Reaper goes down.
D.Va gonna be finished off here. Looks like this will go the way of the Topaz Titans.
Next fight, though.
Now that they have this Brig, it's a little harder to walk on them. Gives them a little more survivability, especially with the Ana. Can be a little bit more of a protector. When the Winston tries to come in, you can boop him back a little bit. You can get some stuns on the Reaper. It gives the backline a little bit more of a survivability.
Yeah, and this EMP could be big too. So
EMP needs to be big here.
Yeah.
Hard to catch people against this ball composition because they don't play very grouped up. But
gotta find the core though.
Just 1-1. Rub-a-dub caught out here by Kazi. The rock is very good, sends him away. Kazi wants to commit anyway. Water finding the pick on a Moo, which means not very much healing on the side of Sinister 6. A lot of ultimates being used here. Not finding too much either way. Both teams just kind of poking on point. Robo finds All-Star. Looks like the picks are coming in on the side of the Topaz Titans. Duplicate used as well. Now, if they win this fight here, it's going to be close to maybe a 90%. Now, Sinister 6 will have to get a quick recontest. That you really don't want to lose the D.Va mech here. You really don't want to get picked here. Any pick here could be disastrous. Oh, and the whole line goes down.
Bad.
I mean, you have to imagine this goes the way of the Topaz Titans. Very hard to recontest into that. Really nice bomb there by Robo, knowing that they have to push in fast. Yeah, and this is just going to be some cleanup here from Topaz. A really smart bomb. It was very similar to the Shatter that they used to win the other round. Just knowing that the team has to advance quick, has to push fast, and it's either you don't touch the point or you die to bomb. Just a really smart bomb there coming out from Robo, and we'll see it here in the play of the game. But really smart play. Oh, he catches him through the room.
It's it's pretty rough.
That's really unfortunate. Nice stickies and the focusing beam to finish him off there. I mean, very close on both sides. All those rounds were very close. Very interested to see how the rest of this match goes. I mean, I could see it going either way.
Oh, absolutely. And oh man, look what we got looming in the background. And oh, this is not good. Clockworks needs to not be on all spec.
Music. Alrighty. Well, we'll see. Sinister 6 now has map pick. Looks like they are going to be subbing out All-Stars for Clockworks. Late as usual.
As per usual.
But we will see if that's able to turn them there fair. Clockworks, a standout player last time we featured them. So we will see very good on the Mei. So we'll see if they elect to go King's Row now that they have the strong Mei play, and also very good on the Pharah. So it could go either way. Pharah strong on Eichenwald. So we'll see what the Sinister 6 is looking to do here.
It is their map pick, and I think that like either one seems really fine, honestly. There's no real big downsides. We're not trying to compare the dive potential of each team, which is I think only like the real differentiating factor here. We don't know how good the dive potential is on both teams. I don't think I've seen either team on dive. So I guess we did see a little bit of 6-man there, and we did see a little bit of ball. So there's like kind of hybrid dive cons, but not like a full dive. So no, we're not looking at we haven't seen Gibraltar yet, and we might see Gibraltar next round. It does look like we are going to go to King's Row. So good fan favorite map. Happy to see it. Love to see it.
Have you been seeing much Eichenwald picks? Because I think every match I have seen and played in, I have played King's Row. Yeah,
so Eichenwald is generally the fourth map. It's almost always like King's Row is second, and then Rialto third, and then Eichenwald fourth. Because I guess people just really don't want to play Gibraltar.
Hey, I love a good Gibraltar. Good monkey map. Good fun map.
I also enjoy Gibraltar. I like to play monkey though too. So I'm a big big
that's
fan.
A little bit of a bias there.
A little bit of a bias. So yeah,
a little bit of a bias.
I'm one of those weirdos that likes to play that one in Nimbani as well.
I would guess we will see the brawl coming out from both sides here, and yep, some pretty typical stuff. Perfectly mirrored at the moment.
Now, I want to understand why we haven't seen any flanking Orisa yet this tournament. So
flank Orisa is really devastating.
It really is. It's a newest strategy. I understand. To flank with the Orisa, and generally you get in there with the Lucio too. So you speed the Orisa into the back line, and then.
No, I will say this. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good flank player. I think Orisa is a very good I'm very interested to see. I think Sinister 6, I think this, I mean, this is the map they need to show out on. Kazi has looked great on the Rhine in the past. Blackout has looked good on Lucio. Clockworks, I think, although his Pharah was really good, I think his Mei might have even been better.
True,
I mean,
yeah.
Pharah can be very strong for a lot of people, but good Mei play is very, very difficult.
Wall
And
can
like this,
end the
this
game,
is the
yeah.
map I'd really want to see them kind of come out and dominate. Both teams exchanging fire strikes.
Sinister 6 kind of like playing all the way by hotel side, not opting to play by the statue like most teams. Maybe you're expecting more spam than they actually got. Kazi getting caught out with the wall, though.
See if they're able to finish him off. A really good immortality by Mu to save him. But we'll see if Clockwork pays for it. Nope, able to use the ice block. But now Kazi low on shield. Gonna be forced to move out. Yep, Clockworks dies for it. They lose the mech for it. I mean, a really nice immortality field by Mu, but a really great roll by Robo to open that up. Just that pressure they put on the Rhine in the start is just, that's going to set the tone for this whole fight. Kazi froze up, can be finished off here. And this is going to be a pretty fast... Oh, no one on the point at the moment. That actually might give Sinister
That might be a
6 time to
factor.
recontest.
Actually, yeah. I mean, NT Blackout really low,
They will
but...
at least have good spawns here. Yeah, not going to get a recontest, it looks like. But they will at least get a very early fight in sort of street space
Now,
here.
look at this ult charge difference between Water and Kazi.
Yeah. Shatter comes out. Nice block from Kazi. Immortality field used on both sides. Window coming out. Nice eat there by Xenak. Window coming out on the side of Sinister 6. Fire strike coming through Eden. Both sides just poking, trying to take advantage of this window. Meanwhile, payload moving slowly in the background. Kazi advancing. Oh, nice fire strike on Zeke there.
Now, Critic is going on the flank here with High Noon.
Oh, another Critic flank. Both teams just kind of brawling in the
The
middle
classic.
here. Kazi is down, so the Topaz
No
Titans
way.
do have the advantage of the Rhine here. Critic finds one with the flank Noon. Gets a few low, but then finished off. And it looks like the Topaz Titans will be marching ever onward here. See if they're able to catch the mech here. That'd be big. Nope, Xenak able to get out. Oh, they do catch Blackout, though. Which means no speed for this fight, unless they choose to take a very, very late fight.
So I like that flank that Critic tried to do, but I think it took a little bit too long because I mean it really was kind of a fight was happening for a solid 15 seconds, and
I think
Critic
the,
is not
the
in the
issue
fight.
was sort of a mismatched pressure because Kazi sort of went in as Critic was starting the flank. Nice little Noon for space here, walled off. We'll see if he can get around it with speed. Oh, walled up! Oh, but he doesn't pull the trigger. Shatter gonna come out. Finds two because Water was actually standing on top of the cart. Bomb comes out, could be huge here. Gonna finish off 3. That's a massive bomb from Rub the Dub. And Topaz Titans looking very, very strong here. A commanding time marching into second. Gonna be almost, what is this, a 5-minute time bank? 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's a crazy time bank for how good both of these teams are.
You gotta find anything to stabilize here. They do have the mail here. Clockworks has hit some big ones in the past. But just unrelenting pressure from the Topaz Titans. He's using this window. Cart's a little far back, but they don't want to let them hold this corner. I mean, this gives Topaz Titans free control of this space. And now they have to be pushed into. Very strong position for them to be in. Water looking for the shatter, looking for a flank. Does catch one. Blizzard gonna freeze up a few on the cart. Clockwork's able to catch one. Bomb gonna catch Water, though. Looks like Sinister 6 is making out in this fight.
I think Sinister 6 played that pretty well, despite the fact that they didn't really have possession of the high ground on top of the horseshoe over there, on top of Mega. They still managed to get a good deep Blizzard and then eventually a bomb. So good play for sure. Now,
A really nice block from Kazi from the sort of attempted flank shatter of Water there. Can be easy to get caught lacking on those when you're trying to pay attention to everything in the fight.
Absolutely.
Now just High Noons on both sides. A nice wall here. Gonna catch Kazi. High Noons on both sides. Each find one of the supports. Water gonna find Critic though. Oh, double freeze! Oh, the double freeze from Robo. Gonna be catching the Sinister 6 Titans. Frozen up. And Topaz Titans able to capitalize on that. Now it's, I mean, almost 3.5 minutes on the clock here. You really do not want to let them finish this push. Blizzard coming in, gonna freeze up the cart, but they have to stay touching. Put them in a very awkward position.
Clockworks, some good stalling strategy here.
Kazi with the pin. Kazi going crazy, just uncontested in the back line.
Huge shatter.
Kazi finds 3 with the shatter.
We'd love to see it.
Ooh, they're able to stabilize. Nice move back there from Mercury. Able to keep Kazi from finishing off everyone. Oh, the
Kazi
pin.
never seems to
The pin
disappoint.
Booped in. Oh no. But I mean, if you're the Sinister Six, I mean, you got to be sweating a little bit right now.
A little bit.
Very
I mean,
close to
still
finishing the
3
map.
minutes on the clock, and look at the
Yeah,
ult
nice
advantage in favor of
recontest, but
Topaz.
Oof, 3 minutes on the map still.
Yeah, I imagine
Topaz
this
Titans
is
with
going to be a
lot of work
tough
too. I
fight.
imagine we'll see the windows early. We've been seeing them both very early. We'll see if they opt to kind of mirror each other, as often happens. Window here. Fire Strike not going to catch anyone. Yep. Windows on both sides. Beat going to be looking to aggress. Blizzard in the back line going to be catching 2. Both supports frozen up. But in the front line, the Topaz Titans just walk on them. They catch 3, they catch 4.
Yeah, Topaz able to just kind of tank that with a beat.
Yeah, they're just, I mean, they freeze up
There's
the back
no
line,
one.
but Topaz
Boo's
just
not going
says,
to be able to
"Who
touch.
cares? We don't
Critic
need
can't
the
touch
back line to
either.
kill you."
Round 1 complete.
I mean, really nice. I think a lot of teams, when faced with ultimates, I mean, it's very easy to freeze up. It's very easy to go, oh no, my backline's frozen, like, we gotta get out, we gotta get out. But Topaz Titans just full sends it into the backline, and they just
No
roll into
fear.
him.
Absolutely no
Just-
fear.
Initiating.
I mean, if you're Sinister 6, you're probably not expecting, oh, I got both 2 supports frozen, and they're running at us. I mean, that kind of aggression can just be really powerful, especially when they're not expecting it. I mean, big time bank. Big time bank for the Topaz Titans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But as we have seen on these maps in these Kings Row, if you remember, teams seem to be really good on attack and then not as good on
Ready for
defense.
battle.
Very true. I've seen a lot of these Kings Row scorelines 5-4, 5-6. They seem to be completed fairly often. Clockwork's probably just looking for the opening pick on this Widow, and then probably going to be looking to swap to that May.
30 seconds.
Both teams sticking with the Cassidy. A lot of high noons able to find value here, which is not super common because you have to go through quite a bit between the Ryan Shield, the defense matrix from the Diva, as well as the walls from the May. So a little difficult to find value, but both Cassidy's doing a very good job of it.
5, 4,
We'll see if
3,
he's not going to go for it.
1. Attackers
Immediate May
incoming.
switch.
Defend objective A.
Now we'll see, because if you remember, Topaz Titans walked in and capped first point very fast. We'll see if the Sinister Six can match that. Both teams opting to hold more towards Hotel. Good walls on both sides, but not isolating quite one target. Kazi getting swung on by water.
Sinister, so Topaz definitely taking this first fight. Really aggressive here, and they actually lose their Baptiste. So Baptiste having to run back. I wonder if Mercury's going to get that shuttle. Because otherwise, otherwise they're going to have to be down a BAP this next
I
initiation.
will say, rub the dub out of the mech currently, and no healers at the moment, still coming back.
This
I mean,
is
you
a
gotta be very
big
careful if you're Topaz
opportunity.
Titans. You do not want to take this fight. You need to back up. Oh, but the aggression when they're supposed to back up has worked before. But
Water
I think it's very
definitely dies
risky
there.
With the healer's not quite back there.
No cooldowns for Robo.
Agression's good, but you gotta be a little careful when you're not having any healing. Xenac freeze frozen up, not able to get the finish on the mech.
Xenac gets out of
Finish
mech
on the
though.
now. Possibly a recontest here. But Kazi getting very close to that Cheddar. No Ryan on the other side to block it. Rub the dub almost frozen up. We'll see if they have to contest. No Lucio here, so they'd have a hard time speeding on the point. Seems like they're just gonna give it up here.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
I mean, I think the Sinister Six do a great job of capitalizing, knowing that the supports are both gone. Diva frozen up. Oh, and gives opportunity for the Blizzard. Gonna be big, catches 3. We'll see if they can get the finishes. A really nice wall there from Robo to cancel the follow-up. And actually, Clockworks is the one getting caught out.
That's crazy. The
Shatter
fact that
catches 2.
Clockworks gets a massive blizzard.
Kazi playing deep in the subway tunnels. It's still kind of like a 4-on-4 here, but I mean, the cart in a very backwards position, so they're still just kind of getting free push. Both teams happy to just kind of let it play out and regroup. Look where Critic is.
Yeah,
Critic ever
classic.
on the flank.
always flanking. I've not seen anyone else in this tournament flanking as much as Critic. I mean, this guy is like
We'll see.
crazy.
People are coming back. He might get spotted out here.
Yeah,
He
one
does
thing
not
I've
sit on
noticed
that flank.
is that his flanks are strong, but his flanks are also like
Ryan's
he kind
looking
of
for
makes a lot of
shatters.
noise.
Oh, and Kazi just fought. Really nice flashbang there by Zeke, able to give the Ryan the opportunity to swing on Kazi. Xenac now frozen
What
up.
is going on, Critic?
Yeah, Critic. We'll
So
see if he
at some
just-
point there
Oh,
for Critic,
now shot,
like
he's revealed his position.
yeah, Critic needs to realize that sometimes high noon's not the play because you're just sort of like waiting. Like if Critic throughout that flank decided instead, you know what, I'm just gonna start shooting and find a flashbang and then save the noon. That would have been huge value. In fact, he could have potentially gotten
Critic very weak here.
multiple
Oh,
people.
a really nice chase down by Rub.
Indeed.
Critic holding that window. Rub just knows he's up there, finishes him off.
Absolutely. Now,
And that's another stagger.
there are 9 ultimates coming into this next fight, so we'll see kind of what's going to come out here.
We're going to see some fireworks here. Window coming out, walled off, very nice. Another window from the other side. Bomb going to be coming in deep. We'll see if that catches anyone. Pretty high up in the air. Not going to do much.
Kind of surfed on the roof of it.
Kazi's found 2 in the library. Oh, he's frozen the shatter.
Water.
I mean, I think if at first glance it looks like Water's really winning this Rhine matchup, but I have to say I think between Zeke and Robo is really what's winning this Rhine matchup. The freezes onto him, the flashbangs onto him, just unrelenting pressure. Kazi needing to block these flashbangs, needing to make sure he's not getting frozen up, has just opened up Water for these free swings.
I agree with you. Yeah. Definitely the DPS from Topaz Titan making Kazi's life very difficult.
High Noon coming out just kind of zone him away.
Oh, crazy shatter.
Few, but he's frozen up, not able to follow up much. Bomb gonna come in, force
what a
to kind
bomb,
of
sir!
the library, but they use this as a chance to aggress. Water getting a lot of swing here. B coming out to counter it. Along Sinister 6 to get aggressive, but walled off. Gonna waste most of the beat with that wall. Nice wall there. Water getting some swing. No one quite falling yet. Almost frozen. Now Critic on another flank. Gonna be coming up, but now Water's already finished too. And I mean, Critic once again just kind of out of the fight at these crucial moments.
It's going to be really difficult
They're gonna
for
see if they're gonna catch Clockworks here. Yep.
it's going to be really difficult, I think, for Sinister 6 to re-pick up momentum here. I mean, with these couple of fight losses, even if they cap the point right now, they'd still only be at 3.5 minutes compared to the time make of Topaz Titans. I mean, Sinister 6 needs to change a strategy or figure out how to, like, just ult faster or something here.
Kazi running in here. Both Rhines looking for the shatters. Walter getting very, very low. Blizzard coming out, window coming out. A lot being used on both sides. High Noon coming out. Oh, gonna catch 2. Through the window, I believe. Topaz Titans now just looking to kind of spam them out, but because they have no Rhine of their own. Rhine has shatter here. He's looking to use it. But getting very low, forced to shield up. Not sure if he's going to find it here. Lucio just kind of speeding them out. Don't want to give him the shatter to force the full recontest, sending everyone back to spawn. Very smart there.
I mean, Kazi's got a BAP behind him. I mean, imagine I'd be pushing forward a little bit here.
Need to take the space. Topaz looking to recontest. Still a few ults to work with on both sides. Blizzard coming out. Looking good. Gonna freeze up BAP and Diva here. Not able to get the finish on either of them, though. The Blizzard was good, but not much follow-up here. Zeke in the middle of the team. DM eating up that High Noon. Oh, but they're not going to touch. They're just giving up touch, I guess, because I think Water actually fell early in that fight, and without that Ryan to contest, just not able to get that point on President's swing, and it's very tough to recontest there. As Titans now regrouped, looking to take some space here. And I think this is the difference. We saw Topaz Titans on their attack very aggressively taking space, and now they're just allowed to walk up for free. Maybe a little bit of a mistake here. Nice wall coming out. He's able to speed around it. Oh, but he's frozen up. Both tanks frozen up. We'll see if that opens anything up. Bomb in the back line. Very hectic. Big shatter coming out from Kazi. Still active. Oh,
big charge from Water. Water in the back line.
Oh, deep in the back line. See if he's able to finish this off. He's very, very weak, though. Just trying to stay alive. Mercury with the boop on a Clockwork off the map.
Love to see those big moves.
Sinister 6 able to turn this.
Sinister just pushed the carts a little bit here.
How did they not turn that? It looked like they had the numbers advantage,
yeah.
But then just with respawns coming back, they just weren't able to quite finish people
I
off.
think maybe just a little bit lost in the sauce, perhaps. I don't know.
Yeah, Kazi had a big shatter there. A lot of cooldowns being forced out, and then the shatter kind of opened things up. But the bomb not able to find much. And oh, Rub the Dub just wanting to reset the mech. That actually gives them space to go here. Looks like they saw that as the go message. Speeding in fast here. Wall not gonna find much. Both Mays looking to freeze each other up. Beat coming out, Blizzard coming out. Other teams Beat coming out. Looks like Topaz Titans just very clean. I mean, I think if you look at the difference here, I mean, Topaz Titans have been really good at following up on these Blizzards, and we've seen some good Blizzards from Clockwork that just kind of go unnoticed.
It's almost as though there is like the team's not quite ready for the Blizzard.
And stagger onto Z-Nac there. Very smart play once again. Topaz Titans just playing this very smart. And look at them aggressively taking the space.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is what you want to do, because you force out more cooldowns as they're walking in, and then you can give space and force them to use even more cooldowns to get to you. Yep,
20
swing
seconds on
swing
the
on
clock
corner.
here.
Early window we've been seeing eaten up by Xenac, walled off.
What is that?
Oh, he's walled up though. Still not gonna find much. Oh, big shatter. Actually not able to find much because the Rhine stays up. Kazi now fallen. Very hard to push without your Rhine into this other team's Rhine. Look at Water just holding them all back up front. I mean, you're so scared to push in this Rhine without your own. Look at that swing. Obi's flashbanged. Not quite frozen up. Xenac now frozen. Oh, but they find the pick on
Lost
the
the
Water.
momentum from Sinister 6 here.
Kazi now finding the pick on a Zeke, and the bot
Big
fight
kill on Bap.
push.
Sinister could find their way
I feel
here.
like Sinister 6 could finish this, potentially forcing the tie. Rubadub now finding the kill on the Mu though. That's big. The main source of healing for the Sinister 6 now down. Both teams just desperately trying to take control of this point. Some good stall coming in from the Topaz Titans. And they're finding some of these picks. We'll see if they're able to turn it with that. Slam catches 4. Beat now going to counter that. Blizzard on cart is going to catch 2. NT Blackout in a very safe position though. Going to be able to get back
Counter
in.
Blizzard
now
though.
Blizzard on cart from the Sinister 6. Very, very messy fight here. Both teams just having people desperately come back into the fight. Picks trading back and forth.
Overtime ticker is going now though.
Forced off the cart. Very, very close there. I mean, overtime has been ticking for a while. You cannot get off this cart for
They
very
gotta
long.
get Water here. They gotta get Water. Water barely jumps off the edge.
Oh, Water forced off the edge. Looks like the picks are coming in here from the side of Sinister 6, starting to get control of this card again. Critic looking for the pick
What
on
a
Doomfist in the back
crazy
here. Punch
fight
not gonna
here.
find anyone.
Bastion on the left, kind of
Finds
walled off.
Mercury. Bastion,
Interesting pick on the
desperation coming in, and
Bastion.
Sinister 6 just finished this. Oh. Now this
Barely
does
finished.
open it up for a potential tie on this map. But Sinister 6 no longer having the opportunity to win.
3-3. Switching sides.
Topaz Titans will have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to just try and gain any sort of tick on first point here. And considering how quickly they capped the point the first time, I mean, you got to be a little worried here. It'll be
Okay.
interesting to see if they stick with the same strategy, or maybe since they know they need to completely full hold, if we see something a little different.
Exactly. Okay, take your bets. Are we going to see a Bastion? And I think we are totally going to see either Bastion or Pharah. Almost guarantee
Interesting to
it.
see if we see the Bastion or the Pharah Mercy.
Let's see it. Let's see it. There's the
Pharah
Pharah.
Mercy.
Hell yeah.
I think that's smart. I
Mhm.
love running Pharah when you have these situations because, I mean, one person going down, now you have a 5v6, that's very easy to lose. The Pharah res can really come in clutch and make it sure that just because you lost someone at some point, the game isn't over.
Yo, look at Robo.
Oh my!
Look at Zeke.
Will we see the Bastion TP special?
I think that Topaz is not going to let me down here. I swear to
Funnily
God,
enough,
if you were
we-
trolling me right now, Topaz,
My
I'm
team
kicking you from
actually
the
ran
tournament.
this strat against Topaz and was successful, so I'm not saying it's a strategy, but I'm just saying I will be messaging for royalties after the game.
For Worlds, absolutely.
But the Pharah pretty strong against that, able to get a lot of damage onto this Bastion if they TP him up there, and potentially deny the TP with the boob.
Here we go.
TP comes in, Bastion now set up there.
Where's the shield? Where's the shield? Where's the shield?
Clockwork's almost falling. Oh, Clockwork's falling.
Where's the shield? Where's the shield?
Oh,
Sigma!
This is the res.
This is
Move
so
like
sloppy.
Supape with the super jump.
It's
Very
still looking
unfortunate.
successful though.
Looking great for Sinister 6 here. They need to get on that point. They're not even going to touch.
Unfortunate.
I mean, very unfortunate from the Sinister 6 here. I mean, the Bastion, I mean, I would say a surprise, but you have to be expecting that at least a little bit. I mean, it's kind of a nice cheese thing that can often get you one tick, but maybe not confirm it. But when you only need one tick, it's very hard to push into without at least giving up some of the point.
It's a fantastic strategy, and I'm so glad we finally saw it in this tournament. Not expertly, I would say very weirdly executed. Like I was just begging for that shield to come up.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the MVPs here, I mean, Hide in the Bush slowly getting that massive healing number. But
Indeed.
also, I mean, I think you just got to highlight the DPS of the Topaz Titans. I mean, Robo finding some really, really nice freezes. Zeke wearing down the Reinhardt with those flashes, just able to give Water a lot of free swing on Kazi.
Yeah, I agree with you. And like, I think Sinister 6 really kind of relies on Kazi as like one of their really big power players, and rightfully so. Kazi is absolutely insane, and so maybe they're discussing that as a team on Topaz Titans, and figuring that, well, if they can really mitigate the amount of value that Kazi can get, then perhaps this whole thing is just a lot easier.
I mean, I expected this map pick from Sinister 6. I mean, they've now seen the Brawl Mirror, seen that maybe it's not their favorite matchup. I think now if you're them, you have to resort to the Pharah that you've kind of relied on in the past. Rialto,
Welcome
a
to
very good
reality.
Pharah map, and just kind of hope that. I mean, you saw the ball comp. I wonder if we see that again from the Topaz Titans. But I would guess we'll see the Pharah Mercy here from Sinister 6 and see if that can maybe be the spark they need. Because I think they were hoping that Kazi on the Brawl could provide the same value he did in past matches, and that just didn't quite work out due to some really, really good Mei play from Rub the Dub. And I will say some of the best diva play I think we've seen. I don't think I have seen either team fall to the cheeky fire strike through the window play.
True. However,
Both divas being very good at shutting that down, but
how,
no ultimates eaten.
yeah, no eating blizzards, and I'm ashamed of my fellow diva players. How could you not eat that ice cream cone?
It's too tasty to pass up, really.
Yeah, aren't do you guys not go to Dairy Queen ever? Like, have you never eaten a blizzard? Like, come on.
I mean, they're pretty good. I will say, Dairy Queen, you can do better. You can do better.
I can definitely do a little bit better. You're probably right about that.
Oh, they paused just before we could see the hero picks. What a shame.
Indeed, 5.6 seconds before hero pick. So what this lets us do is place massive bets on what the team comps are going to be. So
I'm putting all of my caster salary on this one.
all your caster salary. Okay.
And
I am too.
I want you to predict Topaz. I'm going to predict Sinister 6. That way I
Sheesh.
get the easy job.
Okay. So Sinister 6 is going to, they're on defense. They're going to play Double Shield, Ashe, Bap, Mercy. And then the other DPS is going to be Cassidy.
Did you mean Topaz Titans? You said
Yeah,
Sinister 6.
yes, I meant Topaz Titans.
Oh no, I don't have time. Pharah Mercy, Double Shield with Ashe.
Ready for
Oh, come on, go on.
Oh, it was so
Don't go
close.
Soldier.
And I was
Critic.
way off on mine. I was way off.
Come on.
Oh, you
Oh,
got
man.
close enough. You definitely
Very.
beat me. You 100%. But
Well,
wait a
I
minute.
did have the easier job.
I thought I was on defense here. Okay. My B.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought I was on defense. Okay, yeah.
No, look, at Topaz,
The
I mean,
excuse is already coming in for my
what
co-caster
the
here.
fuck,
Really not
bro?
what you want to see this early into
Why
a
would
game.
you play double shield on attack? Like, what, come on. I mean, I know my team does, but like, we're dog shit. Like, what are you talking about? Who would it play?
We'll see a bit of a dive comp. Ooh, the Doomfist. Love seeing a good Doomfist.
four.
I'm excited for the
never
Doom.
mind. All right,
lol.
debated by the Doomfist once again.
Attackers incoming.
Sinister 6, I mean, if we go back to that other match, Clockwork's getting like 16 bajillion boops on this bridge. We'll see if he can replicate that score again. That far very impressive. Tanks rotating far right here. Setting up the dive onto the top here. Winston going in. Good coordination on this dive from Topaz. Well, also not overcommitting. Oh, Water is found out, but he does get the pick on a critic first. But the res from Moo is able to kind of give the Sinister 6 the advantage here. Robo falls to a Clockwork's rocket. Water switching to the ball here. Rub the Dub probably just going to jump in the drink. Or not. Kazi finding Zeke. I mean, a strong start already. I mean, I think this is the best start we've seen since Control. Way better than their King's Row start here from Sinister 6.
I agree. Yeah, really coming out swinging here.
And I mean, this is a very strong comp that can definitely
Water
put in a lot
taking
of work
some
here. But
risks.
look at the ball distracting
Yeah,
all of them.
so-
Forced to drop from the top here.
Definitely
Really
a
good
questionable
distraction from the ball.
slam there, given that you're half health.
Yeah, questionable
Yeah.
slam. I mean, they chased off high ground because they knew they could get the finish there.
Oh, Mercury.
almost fell off the map.
I saw
Begging,
that.
Please come to the edge.
Mercury almost got really thirsty.
Not to set up on high ground again. Just kind of chilling on this low ground here. Now Robo coming out on the Echo did do a great job of matching the Pharah on the first map. And look at that! Immediately finds the pick on a Clockworks. Very dangerous position. Moo not going to be able to res that. Both teams just kind of poking here. Immortality out on the side of Sinister 6. Rub the Dub finding the pick on a Moo. So none of the Pharah Mercy combo available. Dude, Robo putting in work on this Echo.
Robo
Just
actually
completely
insane.
uncontested now. Yeah, Robo
Robo
finding
single-handedly
every
just
single pick here.
dismantling the entire team.
Really strong
Incredible
play
positioning,
coming in.
incredible pressure. Like, Robo actually is correct.
And I mean, I think if your Clockworks Is Robo maybe a little bit in your head? He
Maybe.
kinda dipped you a little bit on the Echo in the control map here. We'll see if the. I mean, he comes out swinging first fight. We'll see if Clockwork's able to kind of even the score here. Slam coming in, gonna catch a few. Mines coming in to deny positioning under the bridge.
Boo
here.
getting down to 1 HP.
Nope,
Using
actually,
Valve to
there's,
get away.
Supercharger. Probably gonna be finding a lot of value here. A lot of ults here being used by Sinister 6. But I mean, they're finding the picks for it. But the res onto Robo and Hide in the Bush finding Clockworks. We'll see if they're maybe able to get back in this fight. Moo with the headshot onto Hide in the Bush and the res onto Clockworks. I think that's gonna cement this fight for the Sinister 6.
That was massive. Moo flying across the entire universe to get a single headshot on that Ana, rezzing her best friend and saving the entire fight. Actually incredible play from Moo.
The aggressive ultimate usage there. They come out with the supercharger, they come out with the flux, and then it looked almost like Sinister 6 was going to be able to turn it there, but not quite. Now Robo coming up on this duplicate, as well as both support ults available. See if we'll see some sort of nano slam or maybe nano echo. Ball coming in, not going to find too much. He's getting set up again here. Soldier looking to spot him out. Does spot him out. Or actually, I think he's in the building. Never mind. Not spotted out. Now spotted out. Clockwork's just kind of pounding that team on that top position, making it very hard to kind of get an angle to collapse in this ball dive. Robo, oh my gosh! Robo duplicating them, and then immediately double body shotting out of the air, and the double barrage. Absolutely filthy play from Robo. I mean, that's
crazy, dude. Oh, I had the perspective on that too.
Oh my gosh, that is gross. And with that, Topaz was able to cap that. I mean, that's disgusting. I need a break to wash my eyes out. Moo getting the res on the Clockworks here, so the full team fight will commence. Kazi finding the pick on a Water, and then Zeke finding the pick on the Kazi. Both teams with their main tank down, but res available. Mercury able to get it off, making this a 6v5. Zenak finding Robo though, and no res available now. Clockworks looking to finish some people off. Barrage not gonna quite finish them off, but they're quite weak in there. Doesn't quite want to push that. Zeke in a bit of a weird spot here. See if he's able to get out. Under a lot of pressure here. Healer's doing a great job of keeping him alive. Both teams playing very spread out, kind of poking from all different angles here. Clockworks finds Moo, which really hinders the Pharah's ability to be aggressive here, and is really going to open stuff even more for Robo. Clockworks accidentally killing himself. And now it looks like the Nano is going to kind of finish off this fight. Sinister 6, I mean, after losing the Pharah and the Mercy, I think they almost wanted to get out, and then they committed the Nano and just kind of got melted before they could even retreat. I mean, this Echo just putting in all sorts of work here.
It's crazy. They need to figure out a way to dismantle this Echoes in some way.
Visor coming in, trying to shut down the Pharah. Not going to quite find anything. Critic hiding on the Mega. Oh, spotted out! Forced to dash in the water due to the good Visor from Z. Just finishing off kill. I mean, Topaz Titan's killing people faster than I can even say. Just really clean fights from them. I mean, this is the ball comp that my team played against them with, and their ball comp was absolutely menacing. I mean, their Echo really good job of following up on these ball slams, and Echo's setting up a lot for herself. Very difficult to find any weak links in this Topaz Titans team.
Definitely the tempo that Topaz Titans are playing on is just still maybe a little bit too much for Sinister 6.
I mean, it is unrelenting. Dupes the Pharah again, looking to repeat last time's performance. Has the barrage available. Not going to quite find anyone with that. And it looks like Sinister 6 actually able to weather this Echo storm. Clockworks finally coming alive, catching 2.
Oh, sheesh.
Trying to finish off the
Kills from
Stigma,
Sinister 6.
rub the dub, see if he can get out with the mech here. Be unfortunate stagger if he couldn't. Gonna hide in that little corner.
You know what's crazy is that when an Echo duplicates a Pharah, they can barrage and not worry about dying, because if they die, they just become Echo again, and so the barrage is so much stronger.
It's the reset to Echo, but
it's amazing.
I mean, look at the ultimates on the side of Sinister 6 here. You gotta hope they use them without overdoing it. Barrage coming out, catching 1, but immediately traded out. And Pulse Bomb doesn't catch anything. That's 2 ults down. Valkyrie now used by Moo. Mercury finds the res onto their healing partner. And now the Nano coming in from Water, swinging right into that Supercharger. Kazi falling very low. And And this is looking to be a really strong fight from Topaz here. I mean, able to weather both DPS ults and even get the trade for the 1-for-1. And then aggress with their own ults. Xenak in a very precarious position here, following. Critic looking to get out, very weak. Looking to pressure Zeke here. Now Topaz Titans rolling in, not a big time bank, but definitely this map is finishable. Pretty much the only ultimate used here by Sinister 6. Not going to find too much with it. Just Visor, Shatter, and Echo ult available. Visor coming out now. Duplicate onto Far again. Water finding Critic. Robo finishing off Blackout. Barrage
Another barrage from
counterpart.
the Echo. Dang.
Very strong. See if they're able to cap with some time left. Moose sneaking on. Oh, but slept up. And I mean, not the... It doesn't look as strong as their time bank on King Zero, but you also have to remember Rialto is a very difficult map to finish.
It is.
That third point, the spawn is kind of crazy far back.
It really is.
You don't see it finished very often, so finishing is a sign of a very, very strong push.
Initiating match.
I mean, we'll see. It was interesting. I mean, there's kind of two ways to play against Farah. One is to really kind of commit to shutting her down with the Diva and maybe double hit scan, and then there's also just trying to out-tempo her. Farah likes those long, slow fights where she can get value, and it looked like Sinister 6 was trying to just out-tempo her, running stuff like the Tracer, but it looked like they just weren't quite finishing those fights fast enough, and the Farah, or the... Oh, excuse me, I'm talking about the wrong team. The Echo finding a lot of value kind of slowly over the fight. I mean, if anything, it's the other way around, because Clockworks wants to play slow on that Farah. And if you looked at the pace that we were talking about that Topaz Titans was setting,
Yeah.
that is brutal against on the Farah, because you need to hit those first like 3 rockets need to all be hits, because by the time you've shot 3 rockets, their team is inside of your team and the fight is almost over. So if you're not finding kind of crucial damage with those first few rockets, then the Farah starts to become almost a liability, because it's Farah, I mean, she's taking away one of your healers, so you don't have a lot of survivability in the fight. So you really don't want those very, very fast fights going on, because Blackout can nade and then heal one person at a time. So it can be a little risky for if the other team plays that fast. Ooh, the Roadhog coming out. Love a good hog.
This could be interesting, and then kind of maybe the edge they need, because if you remember, Sinister 6 is able to hold this first point for quite a long time. Is the only reason that there was only 11 seconds left in the time bank. So let's see if Topaz can actually hold the same amount of time or get as good enough of a defense on this first point.
Pick on a Clockwork, see if that's rezzed up. They're trying to deny the res. Mercy burning and falling. Now, interesting look here from Sinister 6. I mean, I think they have to be expecting the Farah. It seems like a comfort pick on the side of Sinister 6. So Topaz Titans coming out with the double hit scan. Just kind of calling their shot, saying, we know you're going to play the Farah, and we're ready to shut it down.
And look at that Farah became.
That
Farah is now a Genji.
Very, very, I mean, unconventional team comp from the side of Sinister 6.
Largely unconventional. They definitely maybe picking some comfort picks here.
Some comfort picks here, and sometimes that's all you need. Genji going in very, very deep here. Able to sneak out by the skin of his teeth. Dynamite gonna find the soldier, but quickly healed up. Xenak finding the pick onto Zeke. Little Z on Z action there. Soldiers with Mercy Pockets kind of dueling it out. But I mean, if you look at it, Topaz Titan Soldier in a much stronger position. The window comes out now, looking to take full advantage with a lot of hit scan here. Visor now coming out. Whoa, finishing him off. Topaz Titans just kind of finding the picks here. I mean, these fights almost look so pedestrian. I mean, I wouldn't say, like, it's almost strange, because these double shield fights look very, very different than brawl fights.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to tell who's winning. I mean, it's a lot of resource trading, a lot of finding positioning.
Yeah.
And so far, Topaz Titans have had really strong positioning. They're holding these high grounds well. They're rotating when they're getting aggressed on to kind of stay out of the range of Kazi and Xenak's hook, and playing really, really smart, taking full advantage of the long range of this hit scan. Clockworks are getting very weak. Oh, not quite finished with the rock. But I really like what we're seeing here from Sinister 6. Forcing them off this high ground. Nice res by Mercury there. Supercharger used. Very, very strong ultimate here. Comboed with the Flux, and that is looking to be another fight win. Oh, but the res. Now a 5v... Oh, but water finding Critic once again.
Wonder if
Sinister
Sinister
6
Six is
not
gonna
wanting to
commit a
give
bunch
up
of
this
ults
high
here or
ground.
not. They have Nanoblade.
I mean, these comfort pick swaps. I mean, finally some value starting to come out. I mean, if you look at now have Nanoblade available, now have Flux available, a lot to work with them in this fight. They need to look to cap right here. Bob coming out to try and counter the Flux. Flux only finding Rub. See if they elect to use the blade here. I mean, you have to imagine it's coming out soon.
Has to.
Possibly
The
gonna
clock
wait
like
out
this?
this window. Clockwork's getting a little greedy here, playing into this window. Very dangerous position to be in. Robo with the visor from behind, shutting down the nano. No nano available this fight. Gonna need to reset if they want to use this nano blade. Clockwork's now finding the pick. Oh, but
They do.
res.
They do get the res.
Nano blade now available again, and we see it right here coming out. Nano applied, looking to swing.
Yeah,
Immortality
they got
field
the lamp.
down. Very hard to get value through that ammo. Not gonna find much of that nano blade. An ultimate that really needed to connect here. Zeke now finding the finish off from the Ana. And it's looking like with this Valkyrie, I mean, it's looking like very desperate times. Sinister 6 switching to the monkey to touch. And we'll see if he's able to. Between the coach gun and the pull,
Come on, Critic.
it might actually be closer to touch.
Come on,
than they
Critic.
like.
Come on, Critic.
Is Critic somewhere silly? Oh, Critic from behind. As
No,
always.
he got caught out. Too loud of footsteps.
But he does activate overtime. Monkey gonna be able to touch. See if they're able to get the res on the Critic here. Very greedy res. Caught out by Robo. Xenac finished off. Bob looking to get the finishes here.
Big sleep.
Sleep available. Visor now coming in. Gonna catch Zeke, but then finished off. I mean,
Sheesh, dang.
Genji pick. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on Genji.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be using two of the strongest ultimates in the game, you gotta find value. And a really nice immortality field to kind of shut that down. But you need to be playing around that by either having your team finish that off or trying to force that out beforehand. Didn't have a lot of options because the nano kind of came in late due to the pick and then the res to get the nano back online.
Yeah.
But I mean, you just got to be able to find more with that. Really unfortunate that he wasn't able to do more with that. But I mean, also a great job by the Topaz Titans supports kind of shutting down that blade.
Yeah. Definitely. And having the lamp available, great. And being far enough back so that you can safely deal with the Genji.
Velked up into the sky and just was basically not available as a nano blade target.
Yeah.
And then the immortality field. I mean, it takes 2 slashes to get through. I mean, very tough.
It's
And
tough,
the
yeah.
Velk beam on him the whole time. I mean, that needed to be the trump card, and unfortunately, just not quite able to find those connections. Gibraltar
Not
coming
quite.
out.
Gibraltar. Okay.
I mean, I think that makes sense because if you look at the comps we've seen Topaz on, we've seen
Yeah.
them. They look strong on brawl. They look strong with the ball, and we haven't seen them play Winston. I don't believe at all. Because Sinister 6 was the only team that played 6-man, so I don't believe we have seen the Topaz Titans even select Winston, who tends to be very strong and the meta pick on this map. So Sinister 6 may be thinking that they can kind of edge out a win here. With the Winston pick.
You know, Ball Diva is actually really good on this map. Like I would put it up there as the same as good as Winston comps. Honestly, if you can pull it off, very good. So
yeah,
maybe Topaz Titans decides to play the ball comp instead because it is 100% insane.
I would not be surprised if we see the ball picked from them here. I mean, they seem very comfortable on it. I mean, even switching to it when their brawl comp wasn't working out well, and then they looked very dominant on it.
Yep.
I mean, Robo on that Echo, Water on the ball. I mean, able to combo that slam into stickies very well.
No, they're gonna go ahead and go
Looks
with.
like they will
what
see the double
fuck?
bubble.
Hold up.
And possibly an interesting Bastion TP on the bridge. We will see.
Definitely Topaz
Looks like
Titans is doing something today with the
Clockwork's taking
Bastion
up the
telly.
Genji again. Looking to maybe get a Blade redemption arc here. And Critic on the Tracer. So kind of a more traditional dive comp. I mean, like very season 1 of Overwatch League dive comp. Critic now going Cassidy, which is good. Gives the without the brig. I mean, your Ana's very exposed with this kind of traditional dive comp. So Cassidy giving the Ana a little bit of a back watch.
Indeed. Now Lucio can be that
the
protection.
Bastion's gone.
Yeah.
Pretty common TP you see here a lot. Now Zeke switching over to the Tracer.
Zeke in the push cart here.
Gonna be fighting for this room. Kind of see this poke a lot. But I mean, Moo kind of out on his own. We'll see if they're able to capitalize on that. I mean, Critic is kind of guarding him over there. Just kind of poking for this room, getting some free cart push. Both teams just kind of building ultimates. Critic looking to catch Zeke here. Echo making sure to stay out of flashbang range. Water very deep in that room.
Water probably gonna die here.
Mortality field
Yeah.
forced out, and yeah, that is a little deep there. Hard to use your jump in small rooms, so unfortunately not able to kind of retreat out of that situation. Only one kill there, and the cart has gone quite far away. Little Cassidy Tracer duel going on the cart. Tracer's forced to retreat. Looking there, Water now back, looking to set up the dive. But look at it, Sinister 6 has kind of just given up this high ground. Now looking to fight back for it, but now it almost looks like they're the attacking team. I mean, Topaz Titans are almost in a defensive position here.
Way to put the
Zeke now
map for the
falling
Topaz
very,
Titans.
very low. And Zeke finding 2 picks on this Tracer. Moo very low, already used the nade. Water gonna find the finish onto him.
No one touching
Water
cart
just gonna
though.
on cleanup duty here. No one is on cart, which will probably give Sinister 6 at least 1 recontest here. We'll see if they elect to do it, or maybe just take an early fight second point. Yeah, they'll take this recontest.
100%.
But still,
They got beat.
nothing other than beat to work with here. We'll see if they elect to use it. Kazi coming in. Nano onto the Echo here. Water
We're gonna beat. They better do it.
Yeah.
Water able to, Water able to get a
Water
couple
finding
key picks here.
kind of right at the beginning of this fight. I mean, you'd have to imagine the beat isn't coming out now. Yeah, payload capped. Just kind of clean up. And now, unfortunately, your team is going to be getting these long spawns, which once again sets up Topaz Titans in a really good spot. Control the ship here, almost like the defending team. They now have to almost get pushed into.
Yeah, it's really rough. I mean, this is a really
lot
tough
of
point
stickies
to.
on Critic, and
Wow.
all 6 stickies land and just finish off Critic. Really
That's
nice,
exactly
really nice
what Topaz Titans needs to like just kind of race through this really tough to attack point.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Duplicate kind of forced out as Robo was falling a little low. Diva's still a great dupe target. Let's see if we can get bomb online here.
Amplifying forward shield.
Just kind of poking. We see the bomb here. See if he finds any value with it. A little bit of a weird spot. Not gonna find anything. Duplicate now over. Cast very low though. Able to be finished off. Bomb coming in. Blade coming in. Oh, Blade coming in, but he's purple. He's basically forced to back off. They use the beat to let him try and get any value from this Blade. Still not gonna find much. Team's kind of all over the place, but Topaz Titans with control of the ship and the high ground. And look at this cart, almost at the finish line. Well, this fight's been going on. They've just slowly been pushing this cart, and now this is last fight. A really nice purple there from hiding the bush. And that's going to be a really, really fast second point cap.
4 minutes and 40 seconds. This is crazy.
I mean, second
Clockwork's on
point
the
is
Reaper
really
now.
where you want to hold. Second point, you have a bit of a spawn advantage. Your spawns are a little closer. You really don't want to let them cruise through that second point. A little big time bank here. NT Blackout switching to... They're going back to the Lucio Ana.
Okay.
Almost on 6-man here. Kind of similar. See if they try and walk on them a little bit more.
Critic on the flank again.
Bubble onto Water. Zari building some charge. Nano onto the Winston here, into the back line. Looking to finish off the Ana. Water finds NT Blackout. Robo to finish off Critic as well. Diva falling low, demec'd. Water popping the Primal in the background. Just kind of forcing them back in spawn. Clockwork's the only one out right now.
Water just
Wraith all the way back in
fearlessly
spawn.
pushing Winston
I mean,
against that
Water just
Reaper.
going crazy.
Like, I don't care that you're my counter. I'm just gonna dive right into your
Ozzy
ass.
now coming out on the ball. Looking almost like a stall attempt here. They're on ball Winston. Robo duplicating the Reaper.
I like the ball
Almost
switch.
up to this Blossom, very close to it. We'll see if he uses it here. Blossom coming in, catches 3. Critic catches 1 with the flank noon. Water able to finish him off pretty quick though, and Robo finding Blackout. Clockworks with the last ditch Blossom and not able to catch very much. And this time bank
Jeez.
is crazy.
Wow. That is crazy.
I mean,
Scores.
Robo on this Echo. Just
Yeah.
going absolutely nuts. I mean, the The pick on the Cassidy there seems like a small thing, but when you're trying to recontest on the back foot, I mean, like Topaz Titans already had really good control of the inside of that second point map. And when
Yeah.
you lose your Cassidy like that, I mean, very, very hard. And honestly, just a morale killer. I mean, losing someone really early into a fight to just kind of a mistake like that. I mean, like you just can't walk out
Right.
there before your tanks are there. I mean, just looking to get a little pick, maybe try and build some ultimate charge, and just caught out for it.
Definitely could feel maybe a little bit of morale kill here for Sinister Six, being that they're now on their map number 4. They've lost the first 3 maps, and now they've just got a hard push. 3 minutes in the time bank for the enemy team. They're gonna have to do something here, change up their mentality, have a little pep talk from their coach or something, get their mind back in the game. As they're going to be playing a full dive with Soldier Echo, Winston Diva, Anna Brig.
So similar comp to what they rolled out last time, except Clockwork on the Echo and Moo on the Brig now. This will give them a little more survivability. I mean, Water going crazy in the backline. I mean, I think you have to, the Brig swap, very smart, able to probably try and keep Water a little bit more in check on that Winston. And now that they are electing to go sort of double bubble here.
Big
Nice
purple.
little nade there to start it off. Some free ultimate charge. Once again, fighting for this room. Teams love to poke each other in this little room. It's everyone's favorite pastime.
Indeed.
Robo being caught out a little bit here. No mercy pocket now, so we'll see if Critic's able to shut down the Echo a little bit more. Free cart push going on. Both teams just kind of looking for an opportunity here. Water getting very, very weak. Forced to back up. Topaz Titans just kind of regrouping. Robo getting very aggressive though. Wants the finish. Not going to quite find it. And now in a bit of a weird spot.
Critic's still kind of
Gets
pushing
out
for
of the
free,
room,
but Critic
falls
might be dying
weak.
here.
Still no kills on either side. And now the kills start coming in for Topaz Titans. Xenak getting aggressive on the backline, just trying to make anything happen in this fight. Gonna be
Definitely.
finished off.
Topaz Titans knows that they didn't really have to win the fight on that first corner. And with all the time they have in the bank, the fact that they got 3 points capped, they're absolutely willing to just play this second phase of point A, where they have all this high ground advantage, all this positional advantage. No need to like stagger themselves. I think really good principle play from Topaz Titans.
I like it because the very beginning of Gibraltar is very hard to contest. Now under this
Yeah,
bridge,
exactly.
it becomes very hard to push.
Yes.
Because if you lose that fight at the very beginning, you
Oh,
only really
Xenak.
get a sloppy recontest at the very end. Nano now coming in onto Water, looking to find some value here. Walking into the whole team, burning a whole lot of people. Primal now available for him. Stick on a Boo. Very nice stick from Zeke. Water slept, but then immediately woken up. Blackout now almost off the map. Finished off with the Prime. I mean, very nice play there from Water. Really nice ultimate cycling, using the Nano to get him over the hump to that Primal. Really smart play coming out from the side of Topaz Titans.
It was a cool little triple bump that Water, or triple jump that Water did.
Yeah, I noticed. That was really cool.
Yeah.
Xenak trying to find an opportunity to move in here. Being a little weak, forced to back up. Duplicate available on both sides, as well as Rally on the side of Topaz Titans. Primal and Nano and almost Bomb. And almost Rally. Quite a bit available for Sinister 6 this fight.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Duplicate coming out on Clockwork. But look at Topaz Titans setting the tone.
Big
Although
sleep.
Sinister 6 has the ult advantage, Topaz Titans just going in. Both Duplicate and Winston for both sides. Still no one quite falling yet. Both real Winstons getting pretty low. Xenak forced to pop a
Real Winstons.
non-Robo Winstons. I should
Non-Robo
say.
Winston.
Now, Rally coming out of both sides. Both Rally Brigs just kind of swinging at each other. Graviton Surge only catches the rallying Brig. Bomb not going to find anything. Pulse Bomb finds Moo. Now Water looking to advance on the backline. Slept up, but immediately woken once again. Some nice sleeps coming in from Blackout, but unfortunately just immediately woken back up. Zeke then finishes the finish on the Blackout.
You know, I really love the I really love the thought of 2 rallying Brigs having a wet noodle fight.
Yeah, never getting it. You know, it's like it's Sisyphus pushing the rocket, an infinite task that will
Indeed.
never be finished. They will both
Exactly.
live forever and ever. We'll see. I mean, now Time Bank looking very, very low.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta make something happen this fight. You really only have Visor to work with.
Go, Critic, go.
I mean, Nano, yep, once again setting the pace here. Water going into the backline deep with Nano. Gonna catch Clockworks. Almost gonna finish off Xenak falling very, very low as well.
Water could die here. Really close to that. He died.
Oh, almost sneaking out.
We have a game. 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, definitely winnable now for Sinister 6. Xenak falling very, very low though. Visor now coming out from Critic looking to find anything. He's nanoed, but there's no one really in his sights. Now getting a few shots onto the tanks. Water's slept up and then antied. Really nice anti there from Blackout. Tanks are both weak and anti. Duplicate coming out from Robo, looking to maybe turn this fight. Pulse Bomb not going to quite connect. Zeke finding 2 though. Maybe winnable for either side here. Bomb not gonna, Remac's not gonna find anything. Zeke finding 3 or 4 in this fight. Absolutely going crazy, not able to be shut down. And now Kazi getting finished off on the default. And it's looking like this will be a 4-0
That is
in favor
insane.
of Topaz Titans. I mean, Zeke just going absolutely crazy there on the Tracer in the end. It's hard when those sloppy fights break out and Tracer's just going crazy in the backline. So hard to keep an eye on her without multiple team members contributing.
Some of those heroes really thrive in chaos, and I definitely want to just take a moment here to give a congratulations to Robo 2 Rocks, who just feels like a breakout player in this game. Like insane play from Robo this game.
Finding value. His first few dupes, I believe, were on Sigma. He wasn't quite finding the value there, but then he switched up his target on the duplicate, and duplicating the Winston he found some value. Duplicating the Reaper obviously got a lot of value, and he really started getting a lot of values out of those duplicates and the Echo play in general.
Yeah, I agree with you. And like, what a crazy match. I mean, these two teams are playing at a really fast pace, and when you really watch, I think when you watch these feature matches, you'll notice there's like a distinct increase in the speed of play when you're watching Sinister 6 versus Topaz Titans. And I think as well that this is not the last time we will see these two teams play against each other. I mean, there's still another round after this, and then there's going to be a playoffs, and I think that both of these teams are going to make the playoffs. And I think right here we have a little healthy rivalry, and I think Sinister 6 is going to come back and maybe give Topaz Titans a run for their money.
I mean, kind of a humbling match. Sinister 6 going from absolutely rolling their last opponent to having a bit of a tough match here. Topaz Titans, I mean, when you look at the game, especially, I think Gibraltar was very easy to see. Every single fight, water was in there first. They were nanoing water in, they were bubbling water in, just setting that tempo constantly, not giving Sinister 6 any time to reset and be able to set up on that high ground to be able to get these high value pushes. Water just disrupting all of that, saying like the fight comes now, setting the pace. Then the Echo following up on that, I mean, that's just brutal pressure to try and push into. Really, really nice pace setting on the side of Topaz Titans.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That was a really cool game. And I want to thank you again for coming by and co-casting on last minute too. It was very nice of you. Appreciate it. Okay, well, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next feature match.